Clyde's got his boots on, sitting in the old recliner, screen glow with pixel barns, ain't nobody finer. Tractors on the TV, harvesting the rows, corn and wheat in perfect lines, how that bounty grows. Kids around the kitchen, but Clyde don't even hear. He's facing down tornadoes, fighting virtual fears. Ranching through the seasons, from summer to the frost. Clicking through the hayfields where no seed is lost. Playing farmer on a screen, feels so real and true. Got his heart in every pixel, doing what he loved to do. Sun setting o'er the fields, his hands never tired. Clyde's farm simulator keeps his old soul on fire. Grandpa's dusty tractor still sitting in the shed, but Clyde's got a new one in that digital homestead. Plowing through the night, moonlight on the hay, dreaming of the harvest in an artificial way. Wife hollers dinner time, but he's in a virtual trance, swatting at mosquitoes in a make-believe expanse. Cornfield in the software, chickens on the move. Life's a lot simpler when you don't need to prove. Playing farmer on a screen feels so real and true. Got his heart in every pixel, doing what he loved to do. Sun setting o'er the fields, his hands never tired. Clyde's farm simulator keeps his old soul on fire. Playing farmer on a screen feels so real and true. Got his heart in every view, got his heart in every pixel, doing what he loved to do. Sun setting o'er the fields, his hands never tossed. Clyde's farm simulator never will expire. Playing farmer on a screen feels so real and true. Got his heart in every pixel, doing what he loved to do. Sun setting o'er the fields, his hands never tired. Clyde's farm simulator keeps his old soul on fire. Never will expire.
Welcome back to Clyde's Farm, everybody, and welcome to episode 3, I think it is, of our, sorry, it's episode 4 of our Silverrun Forest series. So quick recap, we have inherited this piece of land from Uncle Dave. We've got a house that came with it, and we've got a sawmill that came with it, and there is a big industrial sawmill over the road. Uncle Dave's dream was always to get the town's roller coaster up and running, so that's what we're trying to do. We're also going to try and launch at least one boat. So over there we've got some gardens, which are growing some things that we are selling in our farm shop, and that's giving us a passive income. We've put a silo in just in case we need it. We've also put in a ironworks, what is that called? A flooring factory. And also we've put in a wood turner. So these are the things that we've been needing to make for the bits for the roller coaster and the boat. So on the trailer at the moment we have got the I was going to say ingredients, but the raw materials for the next stage of the boat. So we've got a pallet of planks in there somewhere. I can't actually see it, but I know it's in there. We've got 4 pallets of planks long, 4 pallets of wood beams, and 4 pallets of floor tiles. So our first job today is going to be going to deliver this to the boatyard, and then we'll find out what we need next. Obviously we are alternating between doing a stage on the boatyard and doing a stage on the roller coaster. So our concentration will go to the roller coaster next. However, we need 3 pallets of wood beams, which are the longest to produce in our sawmill. And where we are chopping trees at the moment, which is literally just down there to the left, it's starting to get very hilly and difficult to get the trees out. So the other thing that we are going to do today, once we've delivered these, is we're going to see if we can find ourselves a flatter area with plenty of trees in. That might just make it easier for our wood cutting. So let's get rid of this lot. Let's jump out and see what we need next. So I will update my post as we go along. So for the boat, I'm just going to have a look in there and see if that does look like it's doing anything. Oh, it does. Look, it was just a hull in there, but now look, we're getting there. So, we need, let me just zero everything that we needed for this one so we don't get confused. So, we need 1 pallet of wood beams. We need 1 pallet of floor tiles, and we need 4 pallets of fabric. Interesting. So fabric you normally get from sheep. Well, actually, you get wool from the sheep, and then you turn that wool into fabric. So does that mean we're going to have to get sheep? Because if it does, it means we're going to need grass. Oh, lordy me. And we'll need a spinnery. So are we going to need some land? We'll have a look at that when we go and see if we can find a flatter area with trees on it. So let's park the tractor there and let's go and jump in here. Because what? Didn't actually know that door opened, but that's nice to know. So there are some fields. Not much in the way of fields. I think there's 3 fields on the whole map. So we very much doubt we're going to be lucky enough for any of them to have grass on. But, so that's definitely not grass. On our right hand side coming up is another field, which is that might be grass. That certainly looks like grass. Actually, it doesn't say what it is, because to be honest, it's not a real field. So that's a possibility. And then we've got field 2, which has got sugar beet that's been harvested. And then we've got field 3 down there. Can we buy that? We can. I just don't know whether it's mowable. So I'll tell you what, let's go and have a look at field 3. Shouldn't really go this way, but hey ho. We'll just look at field 3 in case it's grass. We might be able to buy wool actually, or even buy fabric, but let's have a look. So there should be a little track down somewhere around. There it is. Take us to, there's definitely not grass in there. That is potatoes. Right, so let's have a look at fabric. So I don't think we can buy it anywhere. Can we buy wool anywhere? That's wood. No. Okay. So if we money wise we're absolutely fine. So it doesn't matter if we need to buy anything because we can afford it. What does matter is the time it takes to get sorted out. So I'm wondering if we was to buy this plot of land, could we put a sheep pen on there? It's plenty big enough, isn't it? That holds 65. Oh yeah, absolutely plenty big enough. We could put some sheep sort of over there and a spinnery, and then drop the wool straight into the spinnery, but we would have to mow it first. And mind, it's meadow grass, isn't it? So it wouldn't show up as a something. Well, I think we're going to have to do it anyway, because that is the only way we're going to get fabric. In worst case, we can always sell it. So we was going to go and look for somewhere flat that might have trees. Now I know that gets hilly there. That bit's obviously hilly. These tracks make it look like it's hilly. I'm going to go up here somewhere and have a look. So let's follow this round. We have got a full sawmill at the moment, but it's not going to stay full for long. And to be fair, we could probably rent a mower, or we could probably afford to buy a mower. Right, let's see what it's like. So we sort of looked at this one. It's a bit hilly, but nothing major, and there is some decent trees in there. And then there's the other side of the road, isn't there? So I think maybe, let's have a look. That's a big old bit of land. But I don't think that's a bad idea, actually. So let's buy that. Let's sell that if we're not going to take any more wood off of it. And let's buy that as well. Right, so now we need to look at mowers. I'm very tempted, because we've got money, to buy the ride-on mower. Purely because it will take a lot of hassle out of what we've got to do. So let's go and park the Land Rover. I know this is nothing to do with sorting the roller coaster out, but on the basis that we need... Let me just go to my sheet and have a look. We need 3 lots of wood beams. Which are going to take a while. We might as well start sorting something else out. So let's go to the shop. Let's look at this mower, because we're going to be mowing grass every 4 months, and I'm thinking, do we just go sod it and go and get that? 380,000. We could class it up. Is that the right way to say it? Bit strange, but I think we do it because we're making money. And then we can buy a baler. Or do we buy a baler? Do we just use the forage harvester? That's a conundrum. I've had it in the past where I've put grass into sheep and they haven't produced hardly any wool, but then I've put hay in there and they've produced loads of wool. So I'm a bit undecided on what would be the best way to do it. Either way, we need to Change it to swath dropping. Let's get it mowed anyway, and then grass will obviously grow again on its own because it's meadow grass, so we haven't got to worry about ploughing and seeding and fertilising and all that sort of thing. And this is what I was hoping that this map was going to do, was give you conundrums, give you problems that you need to solve. So I think we will collect this in the forage harvester, put the sheep pen in, and then try and work out what we think is going to be the best way to feed them. A couple of headlands at this end. I'll do 3 headlands at this end, and then we've got room to turn round. At the other end it's not too bad because it's quite open. We just have to watch the traffic. Don't know if what we're doing with sheep is the right way to go, but it's the only way we really know, so let's just do it. I think what we can probably do is just, as we're not worried about making money from the sheep, we're just worried about making wool, we'll just go out straight away and buy 65 sheep. Job's a good one, and we'll wait for them to produce wool. The wool into the spinnery that we'll put in and make the fabric for the boat. And then if making the boats are profitable, I don't actually know whether we will get any money for the boat because we don't own the boatyard. We might just get the money for delivering the materials, but hopefully we'll get a boat launched one way or the other. If we don't get any money for the boat, what I might try next is buying the boatyard and building another boat, just to see how much money you get from a boat. But this bit of land and the sheep pen and the spinnery, if we decide we're not doing boats anymore, we can just sell them. Well, yes, we'll lose some money, but we're also making money. Have got rain coming, but that doesn't affect mowing. could actually put a grass dryer in as well. I don't think they're horrendously expensive. That would give us some hay fairly quickly. Could even put a little shed in to keep the mower. Should get a half decent yield of grass every 4 months to top the sheep up with whilst we need them. And if it gets to the point where we are gonna need to keep with the sheep and we're not making enough grass hay, then we'll have to look at maybe another field and plant some grass. Unless we can find another little grass field like this one somewhere. So, roller coaster, we need planks, 3 pallets, which we've got, and wood beams, 3 pallets that we haven't got. So although we haven't done any proper farming on this, that was never the idea. We wasn't going to turn it into a farm. It was all about the roller coaster. We are sort of doing a bit of farming. Farmers do farm grass, turn it into silage, use it to feed cows, amongst other ingredients. I suppose it also shows the diversity of this game. It's farming simulator, but we're not really farming, we're doing other stuff. Do with the mower for now is we'll just park it probably on the other side of the road there. I'll just park you there for a minute, and then we'll go back to the tractor and we will pick up the trailer. And then luckily we've got a forage header in there that I can't seem to get connected to. We've got a bit of grass on our land as well. That we could always mow if we was desperate. Let's get the pipe ready. Probably should have gone the other way, it would have been quicker. In fact, it definitely would have been quicker. Just looking at the map. Right. Let's get this on, and let's get this grass. Yeah, I think up against this fence down this end, we'll get sheep pen in. We'll get a shed for the mower. And I'm really tempted to get a grass dryer just because I know I've had problems in the past feeding grass to sheep, even though they should be absolutely fine with it. I think it's going to be a case of being safe rather than sorry. We are going to get a decent amount. There's no traffic coming. No, we're good. Sort of half wondering whether we get the grass dryer in now and start getting some grass into it. So what we'll do, we'll just start this row here and then we'll have a look how much space it takes up. I don't think it takes up a great deal of space either, which is a bonus. So let's go shop, construction, and it must be a production, and I'm gonna have to hope that I actually put it in, and I don't think I did. So what are we going to do? Are we just going to feed them? There's the spinnery that will make fabric. That's going to cost us 60,000. That doesn't take up a massive. I think we're going to take up all of that stretch there. Let's just have a look at sheep. See, according to that, it takes grass and hay. So, do we risk it for a biscuit? I think we're going to have to, on the basis that we haven't got the grass dryer activated on this map. where I had problems before, that may have just been a map glitch. It most definitely would have been a mod map, I would have thought. And with this being I think this one was a Giants release, then maybe the grass for the sheep will work. But there's only one way to find out, and that's to go for it. Take us too long to collect this grass. Just hoping we're going to have enough space in the trailer, to be honest, with what we've collected so far. We should do. We must have collected over half of the grass already. And obviously if we're making too much grass, we don't have to mow it. We can just leave it there till we need to mow it again. Need to move the tree harvester over to our new tree chopping area. Luckily it's not too far away, because it is a slow old beast. What we'll do is, as soon as we've got this corner clear, we'll get the sheep pen in. We won't bother with the spinnery until we've got a full pallet of wool. But we'll get the sheep pen in, get some sheep and get some grass in it before we collect the rest of the grass. That'll give us the best opportunity to find out whether the grass is working or not, and then obviously if the grass isn't working I'll have to activate the grass dryer mod on this map, and we'll have to go and make some hay. Probably leave this trailer over here as well, because we don't seem to be using it for anything else at the moment, I'll add, because I wasn't expecting to make fabric, to be honest. Right, let's just stop him there, and let's go and look at our sheep pen that holds 65 sheep. We only really need to get in round the front, so let's stick that there. Let's jump over to it and get our 65 sheep, which we're not going to be able to do straight away, but we're going to go for adults. because we don't really want to have to wait for them. So let's buy them. And let's buy another 5. Done. Let's get back to the tractor and let's deliver this grass. And then collect the rest. Didn't actually take much, did it? Let's have a look at our... Well, they're full. They're going to use 3,000 a day, so we're going to need to top them up every 3 months. And they're going to use about 40,000 a year, so we've already got 3 years worth here. If there's a little sort of 3-bay shed that we can put in and put the mower, this forage header and this trailer in. Obviously we need the tractor for general day-to-day stuff. But that's the grass collected. So let's look at sheds. That's going to be, actually it's not, that wasn't as big as it's because I'm in the wrong bit. It's still not as big as I thought it was going to be. But here's a little top tip of something that I have learned on my time doing this. If you're buying a shed to put a vehicle in it, just run the vehicle over it, or run the shed over the vehicle, should I say. The amount of times that I've bought and paid money on a shed and then not being able to fit in what I wanted, although that is horrendously expensive, to be honest, for what it is. See, that's a lot cheaper, but I'm not convinced the mower will go in it. You can see it sticking out the roof. That one. That's not bad, and that's 4 bays. But we still need to be able to fit spinnery in. So let's go, no, I'm not sure the spinnery was that one. spinnery's not going to take up a massive amount of space, is it? So yeah, we've got room for that shed, so let's go for the 4-bay one. It was only 10 grand. We can put that in there. It's not in the way of anything, and everything should fit in there, and we've got space for when we want to put the spinnery in. So what we can do is we can drop the forage header in that one. We'll put the trailer in this one. Let's get the trailer selected so we can actually detach it. Just jump in a Zamoa. That's all that neat and tidy. So in the tractor, and it's definitely quicker if we go this way. And I think what we'll do is we'll just clear out the productions so we've got space. And then we'll go and move the tree harvester and maybe start chopping some trees. So we've got nothing really of any use at the moment apart from for our stock of things. Now we haven't got super strength on, so let's sort that, do that every time. Now, do I go and get rid of, because we've got a lot of these planks long, just wondering whether we keep these productions going. I can't remember which one went in there. It was that one. I'll pick that up. We have got some of them already. So I think what I'll do is I'll put some more of these planks long into the flooring factory, because we seem to be needing floor tiles. And if we get to the point where we don't need them, we can always sell them.
We've got a bus on the way. We're going to be pushing back onto Mike, which is the...
Actually, you know what happened there? I think I clicked on the wrong thing. And Mr. Chaz Draycott appeared on my screen. Right, so that's them. So planks. We seem to use quite a few, although we do seem to be making quite a few. I'm sort of wondering whether if I was to turn off planks and planks long, would that make the wood beams be created a bit quicker. Might be worth a try. If nothing else, we'll be using less wood. And we can always turn them back on. Let's post there, Clyde. And well done. Done the usual. Which is drop something down in totally the wrong place. Right, so that's that cleared. Let's go. Let's do it in here because I know what I'm doing in here. Floor tiles. So we can make floor tiles with planks as well. Interesting. We've put planks long in there. So let's activate that. So where's our sawmill there? Let's turn off planks. And let's turn off that. And see if our wood beam goes up quicker. Right, so last job. Train, come in. We got that. So we want to go this way at 14 miles an hour. Like I say, luckily we haven't got far to go. So we are fast approaching the end of this episode. I am going to chop some trees down off camera whilst waiting to see if our wood beams are produced any quicker. We've turned the other bits off. I think this bit of land was actually a bit bigger than I thought it was, but it looked like there was a few easy trees to get to. And the beauty with land on FS22 is you can buy it, you can do what you want with it, and then you can sell it again for the same price. So it might just be a case of getting a few trees, dragging them. I did unfold the harvester. Sure I did. Or did I just fold it up? I think I just folded it up, didn't I? And possibly I hadn't waited for it to unfold properly. Like so, before I try to chop a tree down. So let's just get a tree for luck. Let's slide it over here near the edge of the road. Try not to put it on the road. Okay, so that is the end of this episode. I hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye, everybody.
The sun's sinking low, painting fields in golden light. The cattle graze slow as day turns into night. Tractor in the barn, day's work finally done. Peace settles in, underneath the setting sun. Grandpa's on the porch, rocking to and fro with a carved wooden pipe, watching the fireflies glow. The crickets start to sing a soft evening tune. The shadows grow long beneath the rising moon. Sunset on the farm, days and brings a sigh, with a carved wooden pipe, watching the fireflies glow. The crickets start to sing a soft evening tune, as shadows grow long beneath the rising moon. Sunset on the farm, days in brings a sigh, with the stars up above in the clear country sky. Worries fade away as night begins to charm. Nothing feels as right as sunset on the farm. The fields are quiet now, not a soul around, just the whispering wind and the old house gentle sound. Mama's in the kitchen, making one last meal, with love in every bite, a warmth you can feel. Kids are in their beds, tuckered out from play, dreaming of adventures they had through the day. Hay bales stacked up high, standing tall and proud, underneath the blanket of the evening shroud. Sunset on the farm, days and brings a sigh, with a carved wooden pipe, watching the fireflies glow. The crickets start to sing a soft evening tune, as shadows grow long beneath the rising moon. Sunset on the farm, days end brings a sigh, with the stars up above in the clear country sky. Worries fade away as night begins to charm. Nothing feels as right as sunset on